Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to deconstruct a McDonald's Big Mac, and then I'm going to try and rebuild my own version. So before we start, I need to do a shout out for my new Patreon superfan, Patrick Duncan. Hello, welcome, thank you. And also this video kind of was requested by two people. The first one was Sarah Clark, and the second one was Matthew McClanahan, I think. Anyway, this is for you guys and everybody else, so should be a spot of fun. Let's do it. So in this McDonald's paper bag, I have a Big Mac. And I've got to tell you, it won't be in the best possible condition because I bought it yesterday and, you know, it's just been sitting around. But that's okay because we're not actually going to eat it. Not that I object to eating Big Macs. I think now and again they're splendid things. There you go. Big Mac box. Actually tells you about the sort of nutrition stuff and tells you I'm loving it. So here we go. There we go, one cold Big Mac and some shreds of lettuce and a little bit of congealed cheese. Yeah. Right, okay, better weigh that first. So that's 214 grams. So the bun has sesame seeds on top and it's lightly toasted. I want to get all the bits of bread separate. And here's our super skinny little patty of 100% beef, and that's 33 grams, 85 millimeters diameter, and not very thick at all. Probably about 7 mil. Okay, and then we've got this mess of vegetation. We've got one teeny weeny slice of pickled gherkin, some shredded iceberg lettuce, and some little bits of raw onion and a dollop of the burger sauce, which is actually the thing that for me makes a Big Mac what it is. Nice. Then the other patty, which is stuck on here because of the cheese, I think somebody's had a bite out of that and it wasn't me. So patty, cheese, and then more of the vegetation. Any more pickle? No. No more pickle, just that one little bit. Right, I need to have a closer look at the bun because I think replicating this is going to be a bit tricky. That bit in the middle, they call that the club because it's like a club sandwich, but not much. But the thing that's concerning me is what is the total. Yeah, so that is like a regular bun. I had thought they might have made an extended height one. Doesn't seem to be the case, but I'm sure they cut that with lasers. So altogether it weighs 93 and it's 100 mil diameter. Let's see how scientifically accurate I'm doing this. And that's about 45 mil total height. Okay, that all looks pretty straightforward. I'm going shopping to get the bits, and when I return I will construct my own Big Mac. And I'm a little bit surprised actually, because I don't know why, but I always assumed there was some tomato in there as well, which just shows you how infrequently I have a Big Mac or how little attention I pay to what's inside it. Nevertheless, they do taste good, and it's a lovely combination of textures and crunch and squidge and goo. Yeah, and I'm actually looking forward to making one. Okay, so before I do anything else, I'm going to make up the burger sauce, and for that you need 5 tablespoons of mayonnaise. This just happens to be my homemade because that's what I always have. But you know, store-bought will do. Then you want a tablespoon of mustard. This is French's stuff for authenticity. I wouldn't actually call this stuff mustard, but yeah. There we go. There we go. Lots of lovely yellow goop. And a tablespoon of white wine vinegar. About a tablespoon of finely chopped gherkins, dill pickles. And half a teaspoon of onion powder or granules. These are kind of solidified, you can tell I never use them very much. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. A teaspoon of paprika, which will just give it some orangey colour. So let's just have a taste of that. Oh yeah, quite zingy, but yeah, very nice. So now I'm gathering my components together for the burger, and I've got a slight problem there because, well, first of all, you might be amazed to learn that I'm not making my own buns, although maybe I should have done, because this is all I could buy, and they're large, they're enormous actually, compared to the actual original Big Mac bun. Quite a lot larger, so maybe I'll have to call it a bigger Mac. And also a little bit flat. I don't know if I'll be able to slice this nice and neatly. No. Yeah, well, no I can't. Maybe I need to, I think I'm going to have to try and find smaller buns. Right, so Morrison's had every kind of seeded bun under the sun, but nothing as passé as a sesame seed. So that was no good. But I went to Aldi and I got these actual brioche burger buns made in France. And you know, brioche makes a really good burger bun as a style of bread. So they're smaller. Oh, they're very light and fluffy. Oh God! Oh, they're already sliced. This could be a problem. So I need to slice the top also, so that we get the club bit. All right, I think this will work. Yeah, baby. Well, it's incredibly flimsy now. It's very thin, but yeah. Anyway, on we go. But it's you know, it's more or less the right diameter, so that is something. Right, let's make the patties. So the McDonald's patties weighed 33 grams a piece when they were cooked and were 85mm diameter. So I'm actually making mine a little bit bigger, mainly because I don't have a ring that's 85. This one is 80, and the next size up that I've got is 97. But that's okay because that's about the same as the bun. So I've increased the amount of meat a bit. I've got 50 gram blobs, and I just need to spread them out to fill this. So you don't add any seasoning at this point, or any flavouring or binders, you know, no onion, no breadcrumbs, no nothing. It's just beef. I've never made a burger this thin in my life, but yeah, I mean, that's what they're like, isn't it? So I'm going to make 2 bigger Macs, so we need 2 patties for each one, so I need to make 4. So I don't know if I mentioned what kind of mince this is. It's steak mince. McDonald's say they only use, they use 4/4 and flank. 4/4 is a bit meaningless in the UK. Flank is, well, flank is pretty cheap actually. So, you know, when somebody says steak, you think, the good stuff, but actually all it really means is joined up meat. So yeah, and this is actually only 5% fat, which will give us a pretty dry burger, but that's what McDonald's give us, so not worried about that. Right, that's going in the fridge while I prep the other goodies. So for your garnishes, you're going to need a small onion chopped really small. Well, sliced and chopped really small into tiny little cubes. And that's so the kids don't notice them. And you want some shredded iceberg lettuce. That's probably enough. So before you cook anything, you want to set up a little production line with all your bits. So I've got my gherkins, my dill pickles, my cheese, onions, lettuce, the burger sauce, the actual burger patties, and the bread. So the bread needs to be lightly toasted on its cut faces. So I'm going to just shove it under the grill broiler for a few minutes. Now to cook the burgers, I'm just going to spray a little bit of spray oil on the frying pan. Usually if your burger meat had a higher fat content, you could just chuck them in without any oil in the pan, but I don't think these will work like that. So we pop the burgers in and cook them for a few minutes on one side and then turn them over. These are so skinny, they'll only take 3-4 minutes to cook. Could have done with a slightly bigger pan. So after a couple of minutes, well, all the juices escaped onto the top. So just flip them over. And just a little bit of salt and pepper. Cook for a few more minutes and we're done. Right, let's build a burger. So, so there's one base and a good dollop of the sauce, a sprinkling of onion, and some lettuce. Enough to kind of spill out the edge, I think. Possibly not that much. And a patty. And a slice of cheese. I'm departing with tradition. I'm using actual cheddar, not chemically formulated stuff, which is a bit naughty, but you know, I do like cheese that tastes of cheese. So, and then just repeat. So another dollop of the sauce, a bit more onion, a bit more lettuce. The pickle goes on this layer. Then the patty, and then the lid. And that is your bigger Mac. Okay, time for a taste test with Mrs. KeefCooks! Yay! Hello.
Hello, darling.
Alright.
Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah?
Do a Big Mac.
Oh, yeah.
You've never had one before, have you?
No. She lied.
You have to squash it. It's still bigger than a Big Mac. Oh, need a sharp knife as well.
When we were children, my Aunt Denise used to come and visit, and she would take the eldest ones down to London, and there we had McDonald's with milkshakes, because they didn't have a McDonald's in our hometown, but they sure had them in London.
Yeah.
We thought they were marvellous. Oh, I loved McDonald's milkshakes.
Never mind. Anyway, right, there it is. You know, Big Mac sort of thing.
So have you made the burgers?
The meat patties, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Out of meat.
I like this bun. Sort of slightly crisp. I like this.
Mmm. Good. Because, yeah, it's alright. The sauce is a little bit sharp, but...
It is. But, yeah, I always find the burger buns a bit disappointing. Like, texture, flavour, what is this? this. So did you make buns?
No, I got them from Aldi.
Did you?
Yeah.
So are they burger buns?
Yeah, but they're brioche bread,
Oh right.
which is pretty good for buns,
Nice.
as it were. Anyway, not a bad replica.
Mrs. KeefCooks approves.
Yay! All right, that's it. So that's how we make a bigger Mac. And if you like that, give it a like, share, subscribe, make a donation, become a patron, and all that lovely stuff. And thanks for watching, and see you next time.